Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. Just deciding here which ones would be the best ones to put in a funded account, and we're going to trade some of the Apex accounts. And I really like this Signal B AI drone today. Let's take a look at the accounts. The Signal B AI drone is up 1950 today. So I think that would be my number one pick. So if I go to my strategies, first I want to close this position in the Signal B AI drone, which I'm going to do now. And I'm just going to make sure that I'm on the correct contract month on the NASDAQ. And I'm going to switch this. We'll put it in number 3. And click OK. And then I'll enable that. And then I'm going to switch this in my chart trader to number 3. So now if that strategy takes a trade, we'll be able to see it on this account. Another account doing well today is this 30 range Signal A AI bot. So let's take that Signal A AI bot, NQ. That is the 30 range Signal A AI bot. I'm going to put that in a different Apex account. You don't want to run the same data series. I don't want to run 230 range strategies, especially one's a Signal A and one's a Signal B. You don't want to run those in the same account. So I'm going to use an alternate account other than number 3 for this Signal A AI bot on the 30 range. So NQ 30 range, Signal A. Let's just make sure it's the right one. Signal A AI bot. And it is in a position, so I'm going to close that position. And switch accounts on it. So I'll put this one here and number 4. And enable it. And we'll put this on, since it's the NASDAQ, we'll put it on number 4. And the Russell seems to be doing pretty well. The Russell just jumped into another trade. The Russell 15 range. Signal A AI bot. signal A, AI bot. So we're going to switch this one here, make sure it's on the Russell. And we'll put this in number 5. Now I'm going to change this account to Apex 5. We got into a short trade on the this top chart here. Had the CPI report come out this morning, a little higher than expected. Once we get about 80 ticks on the trade, my stop is going to go to plus 10 on this, I believe. I'm going to move it a little bit. My goal is 500 a day, and I'm going to play conservatively. If I get 500, I'm just going to either squeeze it or close the trade. I'm going to squeeze it. Got 390. Probably should have just let it go, huh? Yeah. How much? Probably should have let that one go. Going to take the risk off of this. Try to run down to get this profit target with no risk on the trade. Okay, Kim. If you have Charles's link, you might want to schedule a time with him for him to take a look at it. Let's go. Oop. Squeeze that one a little too tight. $30 range signal A. AI bot. Yeah, I should have never closed that position on that NASDAQ 2-minute on that top right chart. Here's a nice trade on the Russell. Long trades are making me a little nervous today, I'll tell you, but you never know. I'm trading one contract on the Russell here, and it looks like it repositioned my, let's move this up here. It looks like it repositioned my my profit target. Okay. So we've got 300 on that trade here. And it looks like we got back in. The long trades on the NASDAQ are making me a little nervous today. But, you know, that's my own opinion and bias. With that CPI report coming out this morning, a little hotter than expected, the market's kind of been selling off a little bit. Really nice volume. You can see my volume per minute is about just under 3,000 right now. I really want to take the risk. As soon as I get a little room, I like to put my stop. I thought that, pretty sure in the settings though, it goes to break even plus 10. And I believe it's 80 ticks. I've got a little room here. I'm going to bring it up just a little bit. Still want to give it room. Love to get a full winner here and be able to disable this strategy. Just trying to push up higher for us. Come on. Come on, push up now for us. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm on the, I'm in this trade here. Come on up. There we go. There we go. That's the one. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, so let's get off account 3. Oh, it popped right back in. Let me try to disable this. So that's just pretty much exactly what we wanted on that. So I'm going to find my account 3, and I'm just going to disable it because I'm really disabled. I'm happy there with my account 3 is at 675. My account 4 on the apex is on the, let's take a look. It's on the 30 range signal A AI bot. The signal A is looking for a reversal. So, let's put it down here. Let's put this on 3. So that went just as planned. That signal B AI drone is really the hot strategy. Signal B AI drone. You know, I was watching the ES earlier. The ES is trading really nicely today. It's really not in my top 10, so I'm not going to go to it. But the signal B on that 30 range appears to be a really powerful strategy today. Let's see how it goes on the signal A. I need a little room here away from my stop. Got very little risk in the trade. So if we can get a little wiggle room, I like to call it. Didn't give it to us that time. Yeah, it seems like my stop was very tight, doesn't it? Yeah, the signal B, that's the drone, the signal B drone. Yeah, you know, I might just go and let's go back to the signal B drone. My account 3 is good. And let's put in a different account. Might as well go with the one that's doing the best, right? So let's put it over to 5, 6 actually. I think this one's on 5. Let's switch it over to 6. That Russell. Looking at that Russell entry and wondering why my target was so tight. Let's go back to that strategy and take a look at it. Oh, 6 isn't enabled. Okay. Where is that Russell strategy? AI bot. What I did, Jan, pretty much yesterday, it's the same thinking as yesterday. Is I let the strategies run from about 8:30 to about 9:30, and I take my top strategies that seem to be consistently the same each day. And I switched those to my funded accounts. And so when I started the live stream, I saw the top strategies in the morning session, and I just switched them off of the SIM accounts into my funded accounts. So I've put the NASDAQ, a couple of the NASDAQ strategies, and this Russell strategy into the Apex account. Because it was showing in my P&L that they were doing the best. It was showing that they did the best. My signal A is kind of getting faked out. It just took that short entry and it stopped out. It looks like. The ES is. Very tempted to go to that signal A on the ES. Currently in this position here, short, and to get a nice retracement now back to the short side. Wow, that's great, Isaac. Good morning. Isaac is trading the micros up 341 on micros. Awesome. We're back in on this short trade. The signal A took the NASDAQ short. And this is also trading a 30 range strategy. So it's let's change it over to the 30 range. I'm tempted to move my, I think I'm going to move my stop, actually, just above this area here. I'm going to try to protect my stop. It seems to have hit a session high there. That's a good area of resistance. So I'm going to try to hide my stop. It puts a little more risk on the trade, but that's okay. That's one of the advantages of trading a prop account, is you're not really risking your own capital, you know. And give it just a little tiny bit more room. And the Nasdaq's just been on such a roll now since the market opened. That's why the signal B's been doing so well. So my other apex hit 550 that I was trading the Russell. So I'm going to disable that Russell strategy that's in my apex account. It's showing, let me see if this is account 5. Yeah. So my account 5, I'm going to switch this one back to the signal A AI bot. It looks like it broke right through there. Sure did. And let's go back to the 15 range signal A AI bot. Yeah, my signal B took it long. This is the hot strategy today. I don't want to jinx it, but it's been crushing it all morning. This is the second account that I've put into it. That's probably the best thing to do, Isaac. Okay, that one hit my stop. But my signal A jumped back in to the short side. I had a feeling that was going to happen. The ES is just pretty steady going up. Could be in trouble on that signal A entry on that retirement plan. Yep. This market wants to fly today. I think that signal A up at the top right is going to jump back in if it goes a little further down. Great job, Dan. Fantastic. Yep, I had a feeling that was going to happen. Okay, it jumped back in that signal A. It's been trying to catch this short move, but the NASDAQ keeps creeping back up higher. Man, I'd love to get some room on this one. I'm going to try to take some risk off of this trade. Come on down. Just need some room here. Here we go. No. Bouncing off the 50. I'm in this trade now at very little risk. Really need a nice one. That's the nice part about this system, though. It only takes one good trade to erase 3 or 4 losers. Get a big push down here. We might be all right on this account, too. Come on now. Break through that 50. short. It's trying. Come on down. Huh. Keeps drifting back up on us. Yeah, the signal A's having a tough time today. All right. Just about at my loss limit on account 4. And I am at account 6. So you know what? I think what I'll do is I'll take one more shot at him. I think what I'll do is signal B, AI drone. Really like the 30 range signal B. And I think that's what number 6 is in. Range signal B, it is. Let's give that one another shot. Count number 4. Signal A is going to jump in again, short. There it goes. I knew that was coming. Well, we'll give it one last shot. Seems like it's really tightened my... Alright, so I'm going to take off number 4. Really don't want to risk any more than that on that account. So I'm going to find my Apex 4 and get out of that. Let's switch it back over to the signal A AI bot. Let's put this back to the 2-minute. So the last one that the last live account I have running is this Apex 6. It's currently down 535, and it's running on a strategy that really has the top P&L of the day. I'm going to give it one more chance. Getting a lot of fake outs on the short entries on the NASDAQ. And that ES, you can see the ES, the E-mini, it's a very conservative, deliberate strategy. I'm going to move my profit target just underneath that. And this ES trades one contract on the S&P 500, the ES, and it's risking, I think, 10 or 15 ticks to get to 60 or maybe even 90. It only takes 1 or 2 trades a day, but it's certainly making this one count. The Russell traded well. The Russell AI bot put 550 in one of my Apex accounts, account 5. And let's see which one it's in now. It should be in the 15 range signal AI bot. RT. So I'm just going to put it on the account that I currently have running. $8.30 after commissions, $7.46. Just took another trade. Let's see how it does here. Russell's been trading good today. This strategy between my Apex account and my Sim account is up about $1,300. Ooh. See, now my stop went to break even. And there's no risk on the trade now. Let's switch this one. Oh, no. Yeah, put me in this trade and I don't see my profit target. Oh, here it is. Okay. So this was the last one that I was looking for. It took my long entry on the signal B. And let's hope that it gets some legs and finds its way to that profit target. This is kind of the entry that we were working towards, is this long entry on the NASDAQ, on the signal B. I'm going to take some risk off of it. I don't want to squeeze it too tight, though. I'm down about 560 on this account, so want to give it some room, but I don't want to take too much more of a drawdown on it either. You can see a little bit of a bigger picture since the market opened. Just been continuing to creep higher and higher on us. Good volume. You can see our volume on the bottom right. We're just about 2,000 contracts a minute. Well, Eric, it could be done either way, Eric. I really prefer to do a hands-off approach, and because I tend to sabotage my own trading when I touch the stops and profit targets. So it really is designed to be a fully automated system, and I'm trying to stay out of its way as much as possible. The system, I think, really does its best when you don't touch its stops and profit targets. With this current account on Apex, I'm at like a $560 drawdown on it. So I was just trying to get my stop to where I can get in the trade without any risk, get it to break even. But to answer your question, it's designed to be fully automated. If you want, it does also give you the ability to slide your stop or your profit targets. So it could be used either way, really. I'm trying to sit on my hands and let this trade mature. Hey, good morning, Finleyville. Yeah, it's all in Discord. We post every week the weekly results. That's the one I've been looking for here. I'm going to creep this up just a little bit. I don't want to give it all back. This is the signal B on the 30 range. It's really been crushing it today. Looks like momentum is waning just a little bit on this trade here. But we did get a real beauty. Would have given us a full winner. I was trying to milk it, but still a beautiful trade, and who knows, maybe it'll jump on us. Come on, keep going. I'd like to at least get my $1,000 on this trade. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right, so we hit it on, made a nice comeback on number 6. So I'm going to disable that strategy. That's on my Apex 6 account. So we got 3 out of the 4 strategies to our profit target. Signal B AI drone is the hot one today. So it gave us a real good indication between 8:30 and 9:30 of which strategy was going to be hot today. It jumped right out, it made itself, it came right above the radar, and we really milked that strategy. And we hit our profit target on 3 out of 4 accounts. So we accomplished our goal. That ES cash register, you could see it went the full excursion on that entry. You could see it, that the long entry it took. The entry was actually right here at about 51.97, 51.98, and it went all the way up to 52.20. Amazing. That's a huge move on the ES. A huge move on the ES. To make that kind of money on one contract, really nice. We're still in this trade on crude oil. Crude oil continues to go up. Let's take a little bit of a bigger picture here. From yesterday it went straight up, and today it's doing the same thing. So it's some really hot strategies today. The Russell, this RTY 15 range, made 1,000 in the SIM account, and it also made 500 or 600 in one of my Apex accounts. You can see here my accounts. My Apex here is up 550. That's number 5. Number 6 is up 565. Number 3 is up 675. So let's go back to this. We'll go back to the Signal B AI drone and Q 30 range Signal B. The ES and the Russell on the Signal A did well. The NASDAQ on the Signal A today was not the way to go. That's the one account I lost in. The one account I lost in today was the NASDAQ Signal A. On the NASDAQ, the Signal B was the way to go. However, on the Dow, the Russell, and the E-mini, the Signal A fared much better. Yeah, Jan, I'm really sorry that I didn't do that today. I do apologize. That 30 range jumped right back in, that Signal B, It's going to try to ride the NASDAQ even higher. I don't blame it. This strategy today is just been on fire. Listen, it's up to 2,000 plus in the other accounts. It's probably up $3,000 right now. So really just running it just for demonstration. There's no way in the world if I had this on a live account would I continue to take trades on it. Not all of our trades are going to win, even though sometimes it, like today on this strategy, it did appear like every single trade was going to win. It's just not how it works. It's going to take losers. So if you're up $2,000 or $3,000, disable it. Put it in a SIM account and keep your money in the bank. Take all the risk off. And we'll come back and we'll do it again tomorrow. Capital preservation is really important. It doesn't matter if it's a prop account, a live account. Makes no difference. Set a goal, a profit goal. I set mine at 500 a day, and I try to stick to it as best as I can. Like just there, it took a loser. My signal A will jump in now up top and take it short if it keeps going down. You can see the crude oil trade coming up to that profit target. That's 2 days in a row. We got to keep an eye on that crude oil. These are the top accounts right here. These are the top strategies of the day. So a lot of strategies are up really nicely today. And listen, the goal of the system is to give us an edge over other retail traders. I've talked to a lot of people that trade, and I really haven't seen anybody with a tool like this that can trade 6 markets simultaneously on different data series and different entries and get a good indication of what's working well for the current market conditions. It really does provide us with an edge. It does take a little practice and understanding. And Jen, what my thinking was starting the session, and I'm sorry I didn't talk my way through it because I know you can't read my mind. But what I did today that seemed to have worked well is I enabled all of my strategies. The system comes out of the box. We set you up with all of the strategies and separate SIM accounts for each one of them. So this morning at 8:30 to 9:30, I enabled them all in SIM accounts. And once I enabled them all in SIM accounts, by the time 9:30 rolled around, my top 3 or 4 strategies came to the top. And I had a good indication of what was working in this market, in this environment. We had that report that came out at 8:30, the CPI report. I thought it was going to cause the market to go down. And it just goes to show you can't. Your opinion doesn't mean anything. My opinion is worthless. It's really based on the technicals, and that's what this system bases its executions on, is the data. So based on the market conditions, the top 3 or 4 strategies came to the top. I saw my signal B on the 30 range was crushing it. So that was my first move, was to change this signal B AI drone out of that SIM account and put it into my funded account. And then I kind of went in order on my top 2 or 3. I saw the Russell was doing well, so I put one account on my Russell. And I had another NASDAQ, a signal A, that I thought would be a good fit, that I put in another one of my accounts. And I happened to be right on 3 of the 4 of them, which isn't bad. I'll take it. But that was my thinking coming into it. And my strategy was to make 500 before I lost 500, basically. I saw that my strategies are taking trades with very little risk. So on any given trade, I think I could lose anywhere from $150 to $200, depending on which instrument I'm trading. So it allows me to take 2 or 3 losers and stay in there with the chance of getting a nice one. I'll say a home run, because 200 ticks on the NASDAQ is it's like a home run. So I stayed in the game as much as I could, looking to get that home run, and they came. On the one strategy I had up on the top right, it was looking for reversals. And as you could see, going for reversals today on the NASDAQ was pretty tough, because for a long time, with the exception to this short move here. But if we go back to the market open at 9:30, here it took that one move down, and then starting at 9:50, it just continued to go up. And I kept getting faked out on these short entries because the market just kept going up. And when my RSI line the momentum would come down, it would take a short entry but continue up. And that's how I was losing the trades on that signal A NASDAQ, because the market was just continuing to trend up. And in a one-way market, a one direction market, the signal B is the strategy to trade. If we're getting a lot of volatility, like it looked like we were going to start getting here, then the signal A really thrives on a volatile market, big swings up and down, and we can catch those reversals. Today on the NASDAQ, the signal B was the way to go, because it was just from the market open until right now, it's just continuing to go up. So the signal B was the market to trade. And how did I know that? I knew that because when I ran the strategy pre-market, the signal B was already up $1,500 to $2,000 before the bell even rang. So it came up on my radar, and that's how it did it. The signal B just jumped right back in long, and it's trying to capitalize on this, on this trending market to the upside. Any one of our B bots, signal B bots or B strategies, are all looking to go in the direction of the trend. They're not looking for reversals. The signal A's are looking at reversals of momentum. We have our ATM strategies geared with the risk to reward ratio leaned really heavily in our favor. And our goal is to trade one contract on the minis and be able to take a winning trade that'll hit our profit goal for the day and get us out of the market. We want all risks off. We'd much rather make $500 to $1,000 and take all the risk off the table and be out of the market quick and early. Listen, other traders have a different strategy, and they're a little more aggressive than I am. And this system can be traded with an aggressive mindset or a conservative mindset. It could be traded either way successfully. So this is the same signal B that keeps jumping into these long trades. It sees the disparity of uptick versus downtick. It's looking at those market internals. That's our trigger. And it's catching these long positions, these positions to the upside. So that was my thinking. Hey, Dr. Ken. Good to see you this morning, sir. I started at 8:30. I started at 8:30, and then what I do is after that opening bell rings and that initial jolt hits. That's when I start, kind of making my decision. And listen, I start making my decisions on which strategies to go live on. But that, it may change. It's a really news-driven market, and conditions can change very quickly. So, I try not to, be set in stone and be flexible. Because some of these strategies that started at the bottom can work their way up to the top very easily. So what will happen is if this continues to come down, up in the top right is my signal A NASDAQ. Right here is my signal B, which is in a long position. If it keeps coming down, what will happen is this strategy up in my top right is going to take a short position and look for a reversal. So my signal A is up top looking for reversals, and my signal B is here in the middle looking to follow the direction of the trend. The strategy, Jen, the strategy doesn't look at my chart at all. The chart and the indicators are really for my own visual. Now, let me take that back. They are leveraging the indicators that are on my chart, but it's not looking at my chart. I don't want to confuse you. My strategy is not pinned to my chart. Now you'll see the signal A is getting ready. This one here is getting ready to take a short trade. Let me see on my RSI where on my Laguerre, my RSI is not visual. It's for some reason it's not printing. Visible. Not exactly sure why it's not printing. Sometimes it's the data series. See, now you can see my signal A just took that reversal. And this is what it's been doing all session. It's the signal A on the NASDAQ when momentum starts headed to the downside, my RSI line and my oscillator, even though it's not showing, cross that 80 line. But then what happens is it's in a trending market, and it's just going back up to the upside. It's not following through to the downside up to now. So if I go back to 930, other than this first initial move down, it just headed straight up the entire time. So the signal A is trying to ride this to the downside, almost in a counter trend direction. And today it's just been getting beat up. So I would know. I learned pretty quick. I did take a drawdown on that one account, but I knew once that happened that signal A wasn't my path forward today on the NASDAQ. We're in a nice position on that ES. My signal A hit, and now it's in a huge trade on the AI drone. It's in a huge position on signal B AI drone. ES. I have to clean these accounts out. Here it is. This strategy's been trading well today too. This Russell. Short trades are making me a little nervous in these market conditions, though. I'm glad Charles got you set up today, Doctor. Hey, Isaac. No, I won't. I will get with you today at 1. When I was watching the ES pre-market, and I really liked the strategy, the way it was trading today. That one came up early as well, and I didn't switch to it. But the ES, this is our 5-minute data series, and Mark over the weekend made an adjustment to the inputs that has it triggering some really nice entries. So the Russell is trying to creep down. Let's move this down some. Oh, okay. The CPI report came out pretty much in line with what they were expecting. Let's check out the ES here, see if it's still coming down. I was just looking at crude oil. Crude oil, we're risking 15 ticks on crude for a $900 win. So our our stop is at 15. Our profit target's at 90. And yesterday and today, it's somehow it's found that profit target. Gold had a bad day today. That report came out at 8:30, Eric. I thought it came out a little hot, but I asked David Wise about it. He said no, it was pretty much what they expected. Well, this is a good example of what could very possibly happen. You could, be up a couple thousand on, like today, on that 30 range signal B, and you think it's just going to keep on taking winners, and you keep letting it run, and it very well could give it all back. That's why it's a great idea if you reach your profit goal, put it back to your sim account if you want to keep trading. Let's see what positions we're in here. Crude oil, we're in a big position on crude that we see on the bottom left. The E-mini, we could see that. Thought it was going to retrace on us, but now it's starting to pop back up again. This is our reversal again. This time it went in the right direction, though. Got this move down, brought our Laguerre down to the bottom, and now it's popped up. This is the retirement plan. This is our 2-minute NASDAQ strategy. And finally, got a long entry. It's been breaking these areas of resistance all morning. Let's see what happens here. Coming into some heavy resistance to the upside. It's kind of been plowing right through them. See where our E-mini is. Our E-mini. You can see crude oil at the bottom left. Our profit target's 90 ticks, and we're currently at 82. Nasdaq's trying to push up. Trying to get through a brick wall here, it looks like. Now my stop just went to break even plus 10 on that Nasdaq trade. So break even plus 10. The worst I could do is make $50 on the trade, with the potential to make 1,000. Yeah, that Nasdaq looks like it's headed into a brick wall here. Having a tough time push through. Good news is we can't lose the trade. We've already got $50 in the bank. I was kind of trying to hang around to see what would happen with the crude trade and this E-mini, this beautiful ES trade. I'm going to take just a real quick bathroom break and just leave this running here. Give me just a moment. I'll be right back, and we'll wrap it up for the day. Maybe this will play out one way or the other here. I'll be right back. Got to run down the beach here to the bathroom. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, it looks like it wicked us out on the NASDAQ, and now it's headed up. Huh. Unreal. Okay. All right, so let me just do a brief recap. On our top performing strategies. Today on the Apex accounts, account number 3, we were up 675. And we took 3 trades. We had 2 losers and 1 winner. But the good news is that our loser was only $162 each. So about 330 in losing trades, it looks like. 325 in losing trades. And the one winner we had was a $1,000 winner. So that one winner put us on the sidelines for account number 3 at 675. Account 4, this is the one that we traded the signal A, and we got a number of losers on it. That was the strategy that was taking short entries in a market that was trending up. That was the NQ30 signal A, and the signal A today was taking short trades in a trending market to the upside. So it didn't make out well, and I cut my losses at $610 on that account. For number 5, I believe this was the trades that we took on the Russell. Took all winning trades on the Russell, a total of 3 of them. They were all winners. The profit target was adjusted for market conditions to $183 per trade. So it took 3 trades, 3 winners, and we went ahead and put it back onto the SIM account and locked that into account number 5. And account number 6, we switched over to the hot strategy, which was this NASDAQ 30 range signal B. And that one was the hot one. It started with a small drawdown. We switched it into that account. You could see it took 3 trades. Again, we had 2 losers and 1 winner. So we only won 33% of our trades on 2 of these accounts. 2 of these accounts we had 2 losers and 1 winner. And both of them had a winning trade, one of 1,000, the other of 11. This one of 1,100. So that 1 winner out of 3 put us on the sidelines with $565 in that account. So if cumulative between all the accounts, it was up about $1,180. Okay. And that 30 range signal B, let's take a look and see where it ended up. It looks like it's in a trade again. It's in this position right here. It took another long trade. But currently, that 30 range signal B AI drone that's the signal A got crushed. Signal B AI drone is up 1407. This strategy was up a couple $1,000s not long ago. But we continued to let it run and accumulate data. And that's what those drones will do. They'll just keep running and running and running. They don't respect the daily profit limit or loss. So the drones will continue to run and accumulate as much data as possible to give information to the bot. So that one is still up about 1,400. And our YM Signal B AI drone YM Signal B AI drone is up $850 today. And our Russell, the Russell traded very good. The Russell Signal A AI bot, RTY Signal A AI bot. This is the same strategy that we also made we got 3 winners on in that one Apex account. So this one is actually maybe our number 1 or number 2 strategy for the day, was this Russell. In the future, what I'm going to do, I met with the team this morning, and what I'm going to do so we can keep our results for each strategy perfect is what I'm going to do, just to let you know tomorrow, is I'm going to run it from 8:30 to 9:30 pre-market, and then we'll start streaming at 9:30, and we'll look and see our top 2 or 3 strategies for the session. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate those strategies. I'm going to leave the ones trading the same SIM account so we don't lose that data. And I'm going to duplicate them to put into a funded account. This way we'll continue to get the historical performance, whether I trade it in a live account or a SIM account. So I didn't do it today because we were kind of running late, and I was trying to get my account switched over into my Apex accounts as quickly as possible. But tomorrow I'll be here. I'm going to try to get started about 15 minutes early at 9:15. And we'll duplicate the top strategies, and we'll do it together. And we'll run those. If you have a funded account, or if you want to just trade SIM, that's fine too. But that's what we'll do tomorrow, just to keep the integrity of our results on the SIM accounts. So another really great day of trading with this AI auto trader. And let me just see if there's any other questions. What time was the report? Eric, I answered that one, 8:30. How many versions do you have for each strategy? There's 2 signal A's and 2 signal B's. Yeah, there's a signal A and a signal B for each strategy. So it would be 2 for each strategy. Signal A, 1 signal A, and 1 signal B. Curious to see what happens in this trade. Let's watch this last trade before we leave. It's been trying to find a short trade all day. It's just not the day to go short on the NASDAQ yet. That's not to say later it will. Those short trades won't work. But right now, those short trades on the NASDAQ have just not fared well all session long. Yep, it got stopped out. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's do it again tomorrow. Let's see if we can't get all these evaluation accounts converted to PA accounts. I know tomorrow I've got a little work to do on that one Apex, the one that I took a drawdown on today. I think what I'll do tomorrow is I'll make that one my top priority. We'll make sure to stick that one in the top strategy. That was account number, I believe it was 4. Yes, account 4. All right, Doctor. Okay, Cam, Eric, thank you, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.